This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.
This is Adrian Hall, and you're watching Sports City with Simon Preston.
Ready. Hi, my name is Ronaldo Wade. You're watching Sports City.
Hi, I'm Marvin Thompson, and you're watching Sports City.
Hi, my name is Andrew Simpson, and you're watching Sports City.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How is everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Sports City. This is the platform where we'll come together to discuss everything sporting related. Now, I'm sure you guys would have been aware by now, Andre Coley, that's right, the Jamaican Andre Coley has been appointed head coach of the West Indies Test team. That is correct. He is the head coach of the West Indies Test and A teams, and Darren Sammy has been appointed the head coach for the white ball teams, and that's specifically the one-day international and T20 international teams. So that means that Darren Sammy would be in charge of the West Indies team for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers next month in Zimbabwe, and will also, of course, if the West Indies qualifies, be in charge of the squad for the World Cup qualifiers. And Darren Sammy will be the head coach of the West Indies as the West Indies hosts the T20 World Cup on home soil next year. Darren Sammy was a captain for when the West Indies hosted it in 2010. And now, 14 years later, Darren Sammy will be in a leadership position of a different kind. And this will be, that is right, as head coach. And Andre would be in a situation of the Test cricket teams. So that is what we can be aware about from that sort of angle. The new head coaches were selected following an open and transparent interview process, and appointments were made on Thursday. Darren Sammy's first assignment will be the 3-match ODI series against the United Arab Emirates in Sharjah in June, ahead of the World Cup qualifiers itself. Sammy, as you know, is a former West Indies captain in all 3 formats and was the captain of the team that led the West Indies to title in 2012 and also 2016 as well. Since retirement, he has coached franchise teams in the Pakistan Super League and the Caribbean Premier League. Coley, as we know, a former Jamaica wicketkeeper batsman, has coached all levels in West Indies cricket and was interim head coach of the West Indies team on the tours of Zimbabwe and South Africa earlier this year, with his most recent assignment as a head coach of the West Indies Academy. So another responsibility for Coley, the 48-year-old, who said that he's honoured to be appointed West Indies men's head coach of the red ball team after serving in the interim role of the Zimbabwe and South Africa tours. He said he's looking forward to the challenge ahead, as well as the opportunities as they sharpen their focus to move up the rankings and qualifying for the World Test Championship final in June 2025. He also looks forward to working with all stakeholders, deepening relationships and fostering a higher performance mindset. And I know that Andre Coley's parents on the island, they're very happy for him as well. I know them quite well, and we want to wish Andre Coley all the best as a Jamaican for the work that he'll be able to continue doing. You know what I'm saying? So we look forward to that as well. The recruitment process for a head coach of the West Indies women's team has started, and the deadline for applications are Wednesday of this week. So more information where that is concerned will open up in due course. Now, in relation to the upcoming series, that is what we're going to discuss at this point in time. And this in relation to the matter of, the women's ODI and men's championship That's right, as the West Indies will be. That's right, going down under for a series. The West Indies women's and men's teams will both tour Australia during the Australian summer, with the dates and venues confirmed by Cricket Australia. The West Indies women will tour in October 2023 for 3 ODIs and 3 T20 internationals, while the men's tour will be in January and February next year for 2 tests, 3 ODIs, and 3 T20 internationals. So that gives a little bit of context in relation to this in particular to help everything sort of transpire so that you guys are fully aware about the grand scheme of things, so that helps everything in that sort of standpoint. The women's tour, to give you a bit of insight, October 1, October 2, and October 5. The ODIs, October 8, 12, and 15. The men's tour, the January 27 to 21, the first test in Adelaide, and the second test January 25 to 29, and that takes place at the Gabba in Brisbane. 3 ODIs to follow, and also 3 T20 internationals as well. As we know, 2024 is a year where we have the T20 World Cup. That's right, the T20 World Cup, the 2024 edition of the T20 World Cup will take place quite soon. That's right, it will take place quite soon, to give you a little bit of context about things and so that you're fully aware about all of that. It will take place in, that's right, the West Indies and the United States, and it will be a 20-team tournament, and it will be in June. And you also have qualifiers that are going on right now. And in terms of the group stages, what's going to happen, you're going to have 4 groups and 5 teams in each group. 4 groups and 5 teams in each group, and the top 2 from each group will advance to the Super 8s. My preference, I prefer to have a quarterfinals instead of a Super 8 stage, but it's fine. So what's going to happen is that in the Super 8s, you're going to have seedings for this stage will be allocated at the start of the tournament and may not be affected by group stage results, with an exception if a non-seeded team knocks out a seeded team, it can inherit that team's seeding. And of course, after the Super 8s, you have the semifinals and of course the final itself, no third place match. So hopefully that gives a bit of insight into things in relation to what is to come. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button. And after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to Sports City.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.